Hey folks, welcome to a beautiful Friday evening here in Central Pattaya. We're just turning on the Soi Chaiyapoon here. There's the triangle bar to our left. And I'm staying at a hotel up here on Soi Chaiyapoon this evening. Now I checked in earlier, and generally when I do these I like to record riding up to the hotel so you see where it is, kind of in relationship to other things. But the camera wasn't recording. So I've already checked in, but I'm just going to ride up here and show you where it is on Soi Chaiyapoon. It'll be on the left up here. Now the name is a little bit confusing, at least it was to me. I booked this on Agoda as usual, and it was called the Chaiyapoon Inn. However, when you get up here, and you'll see right here in a second, when you're actually at the place, it's called the Chaiyapoon Apartment. So, a little bit of a difference there. I don't know if they've changed the name or it's wrong on Agoda, but the sign clearly says Chaiyapoon Apartment. But, like I said, I checked in earlier, and we'll kind of rewind and go back to that. But I promise we'll come right back to this little sunset ride, and we'll go get some dinner here in a bit. But here's when I arrived earlier in the day, I guess around lunchtime. And, yeah, both signs say Chaiyapoon Apartment. Now, they have some other signage out here. And that's about the different kind of rooms they have. And a lot of people ask about this and the fee. My standard policy is if there's a fee for that, I will mention it. Generally, there are no fees at most of the places. I did stay at a place that had a fee, and I mentioned it several times in the video. But these are some of the rooms. Now, I'll show you the booking that I got in a minute. But when I booked, the standard room is the low price. That's usually what I go for, the cheapest available option. But I noticed when I was ready to click the booking that there was no window in the room. And I'm not really down with that. I don't like to be in a room without a window. So this lady was very helpful. She checked me in and she showed me up to the room. But I actually got an upgraded room, which was the next level up, and that had a balcony. So as you'll see in a minute here, I have a balcony in my room. So this is not the cheapest room, which is normally what I stay in. So I just want to make that clear. That's a little bit of a difference. There's kind of the hand sanitizer that is now ubiquitous, and there's their beer menu. Not too greedy on that. A little bit more about that in a second when we get up to the room. There is no lift here. There was also no key deposit, by the way. As you can see, there's only 2 rooms up here. I was on the 5th floor, so it's 4 flights of steps because they count the ground floor as being the first floor. So, yeah, 4 flights of steps. Wasn't terrible, and I was on the top floor, so chances are you would have less walking than I did. But this is the room. Nice little kind of a tile floor there, spacious bed that was comfortable, very comfortable, not too hard, not too soft. Great TV, almost too many channels, and great reception. There's a wardrobe and the refrigerator. Now, I said we talk about that mini bar, and there is a mini bar in there under the teacups and bottle opener and kettle and all that stuff. When the lady showed me up to the room, I said, "Oh, good, it's water. I'm so thirsty." She goes, "Well, it's not free. You have to pay for it." I said, "What are you talking about? Usually there's 2 free bottles of water." Not in this case. There's no complimentary water. But then she says, "Just buy one at 7-Eleven and replace it." And like a light bulb went off in my head. I said, "Yeah, what a great idea." So here, I just went to 7-Eleven and, and went back here to the cooler. Now you'll see you can get the identical bottle at the 7-Eleven, as with any of that stuff, the beer, the wine, whatever. And here, it is a total of 7 baht. So it was 20 baht in the room. I drank one in the room. I'll just buy this and replace it, and nobody will be the wiser. I never would have thought of that. My brain doesn't work like that. But she was brilliant. I told her, "You're a genius. Yeah, I'll just drink one and then replace it with one from the 7-Eleven. So that's what I did. Bed was comfortable, good pillows, very nice pillows. You got aircon. You got these nice inset like pot lights there. You can control them from the side of the bed. There were electrical outlets on both sides of the bed. I'll show you that in a minute. I don't know what that little thing is. I guess that's supposed to make you feel at home. But nice towels. They were a good quality towel. And like I said, I did have the balcony room. So there was this like a double door to get out on the balcony. I have them both open. But you have a little table and chair set here. There's your aircon base unit. And you got a pretty decent view of Soi Chaiyapoon down here. That's Soi Chaiyapoon looking west or looking toward Beach Road, going that way toward Soi Khao. And then up here you can see that's 3rd Road, and there's the LK Presidente up there. So I know it doesn't feel like you're on the 5th floor. It didn't for me, but it is the 5th floor. Well, yeah, let's take a quick look at the wardrobe. That's where your safety security box is. That all worked just fine. It says, yeah, put all your valuables in the safe, so when somebody comes to rob you, they'll know where everything is. But I don't anticipate any problems like that. Safety box. I'll tell you, to be honest, I never even use the safety boxes. I carry my money with me, and I've never had any incidents. But kind of an adequate washroom, kind of normal, nothing out of the ordinary. The shower, I'll show you here in a minute. It doesn't look like it has the hot water heater, but it does. It's just concealed behind the wall or something. There was a hot water shower. So, yeah, pretty decent room. So let me see if I can find that booking. I'll put that up in a minute. And there's the outlet by the wall, so you can charge your phone. There was one on the other side as well. And there's the air conditioner. But I want to show you this. There's also, and I think this is the first time I've seen this, a DVD player down here. So if you brought a DVD or something, get off the plane and you want to kind of watch some TV and relax, there you go. You can play your DVDs in there. So here's the booking. As you can see, it was called the Chaiyapoon Inn on the Agoda booking. 501, so right around the 500 baht mark. But there it is. So let's continue this little sunset ride. We're going out for dinner. We're going out to a place on the dark side. The place is called Pepper and Salt. Pepper and Salt. That's the name of the restaurant. So where I'm from, everybody usually says salt and pepper when you're talking about those two spices. But I've heard it called pepper and salt before someplace. I'll try to remember where I heard that.
Okay, coming up. Okay, coming right up. Coming right up. Here we are, pepper and salt.
Yeah, that was it. Thanks, Shemp. That's where I heard that said like that before, pepper and salt. So, like I said, we're going out to the dark side. Now, the dark side of Pattaya is the area on the other side of Sukhumvit Road. But for myself, I usually consider the dark side once you cross the railroad tracks, because you have kind of two obstacles to cross here. And I'll put up a map in a minute and show you exactly where we started and where we're going. But we're approaching Sukhumvit Road now, and you see we'll have to cross that. There's only a couple places you can cross the road completely. And this is one. We'll take a little shortcut through a neighborhood up here. And then we've got to cross the railroad tracks. So you've only got a couple places you can do that as well. So you got to kind of have a plan. But here's a map. And you can see here's where we started from the Chaiyapoon Inn, or the Chaiyapoon Apartments. Went up to 3rd Road, Soi Bongkok, and we cut down over to Pattaya Thai. And this is just where we crossed over now. We crossed over Sukhumvit Road, and we're going to wind in through this neighborhood right now and cross the railroad tracks onto this railroad drive, or whatever it's called. And then we're going to turn left on Khao Talo, and that's what we're getting ready to do right now. Khao Talo Road, or Soi, and that will take you all the way out to this pepper and salt, and that's our destination this evening. So to me, this is kind of the official start of the dark side, where it crosses the train tracks. Although I guess technically it's as soon as you cross Sukhumvit Road. But as you can see, it's the dark side, but that doesn't mean it's the dead side. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on out here. We'll pass several different establishments, all kind of things out here, from markets. There's condos out here, bars, everything. It's not a whole lot different than Central Pattaya. And there's a big market over there to the left. Actually, that's a pretty good market. I've been there before. Condos off to the right here. And there's a lot of people that live in Pattaya full time, live out here on the dark side. And there's plenty to do out here in the dark side without ever even going into Central Pattaya. And there's lots of nice places to eat, hopefully one of which we will be going to tonight. Now, this Pepper and Salt restaurant has been recommended to me. I can't even count how many people have recommended this to me. At least 5 or 6, and probably more that I've forgotten about. So I've been meaning to eat here for a long while, and it is kind of far out on the dark side. Now, when we looked at that map, the entire distance from the Chaiyapoon Inn all the way to the restaurant was 6.1 kilometers. That's about 4 miles. But I know it's a long way. People say, oh, it's a long way. It's a far way out there. But 4 miles, I mean, I know there's people watching this video that you have to go 4 miles just to get to a 7-Eleven or something, or more. 4 miles isn't that much. It's just through the traffic and everything, it seems like more than that. So I'm kind of down with that. See, there's places over here. Look at all this stuff. We're almost there now. Look at all this stuff here. But yeah, it'll be right down here on the right. And in fact, it's coming into view now. It's got kind of a red and black awnings. I'm getting here early. It's about 6 o'clock, about 6:15. And here we are. We're just pulling up right out front. I actually, a subscriber actually met me out here, so I had dinner with him. And we had a great meal out here. So let's go out and look at the menu. And the menu was a little bit different. And I'll say that because of the offering. So as we kind of leaf through here, I'll try to show you what I mean. There was your kind of regular your steak, beef steak and pork, and there's chicken, but there was also Indonesian food. There was a whole section of Indonesian food. I almost ordered one of those, but I'm not that well versed in Indonesian food to know what I was getting. Seemed like they had a lot of lamb, and that's what I would end up with. It seemed like that was one of the specialties. There was also Chinese food, Thai food. They've got a great selection of stuff. So if you're looking for something maybe a little different, you can see the prices too. The prices are, I think, probably in line with what you get. I was very satisfied with what I ended up with. You'll see in a minute here. There's your cocktails and your different spirits and things you can get. But yeah, quite an extensive menu. A lot of soups and appetizers. And here again with the Indonesian food. And then there's Dutch food. So I don't know that I've ever even had Dutch food, to be honest. Although maybe what I ended up ordering might have actually been a little bit Dutch. I'm not sure. But yeah, that Indonesian food platter for 2 people looked really good there. 750 baht, but that's for 2 people. So I had quite a look at this menu. I had a lot of decisions to make. And I'll show you what I ended up settling with here. I don't know. I just kind of got the feeling that lamb was one of their specialties here. So I ended up with the number 33 there, the lamb stew with the yellow potatoes, 350 baht. And I was quite impressed with it, actually. These little, I guess these are shrimp chips or something like that they put on the table. So she's going to take my order, and just to make sure, I asked her about the lamb. I said, is that going to be good? And, well, here, let her, you can listen to what she said.
I like everything I like. Yeah.
Yeah, so she said everything's delicious. So there's a ringing endorsement right there. This place also had a very nice washroom facility. It was you see the ceiling fans in there. It was nice and cool, even though it's open air. But the only problem, well, here I'll show you that too. This was a little bit of a thing. Yeah, and that one actually was kind of mild. That you're right on the road, and they can't help it that they're on the road, but you do get that road noise. So anyway, let's take a quick look at the food here, and there's my lamb stew. Look at all that lamb, and it was just melt in your mouth delicious. Mashed potatoes. Now you had your choice of what came with it. I chose the mashed potatoes, and there even some potato salad, some olives, which went great with the lamb. A little bit of garnish there, but that is a nice plate of lamb. I tell you, probably the best lamb stew I've ever had anywhere. So a little over under $12. I guess it's $11 and something. The way that works out, I don't think you could get a plate of lamb stew like that for 12 bucks anywhere. So it was delicious. We had a great meal, and we're right back where we started here on Soi Chaiyapoon. So there's the Chaiyapoon Inn or Chaiyapoon Apartment, however you choose to say it. I guess both names are correct. And there's a little bit of the pepper and salt restaurant. I would definitely put that on my recommended list. I can't see anything there being bad. It just seems like even the chef came out and asked if our meal was okay, and we had a little chin wag with the chef. So top-notch place, about 4 miles from Central Pattaya. So there you go. I'm going to leave this off right here and go down Soi Khao and see what's doing. Maybe I'll cut through here. But I'll thank you for watching, and until next time, bye for now.